Long ago, before the river had a name, and before the valley had a voice, there lived a young woman named Vitasta. She was not a queen nor a goddess. She walked barefoot through orchards, spoke to trees, and listened to the silence of mountains. The people said her heart was made of spring water, clear, cool, and always giving. One year the valley dried, the trees bent low, the soil cracked like old hands, the mountains held their snow close, and the skies forgot how to rain. The people cried for help, and Vedasta also heard them, and she was one among them. So she climbed the steep cliffs of Pir Panjal to beg to the gods for mercy. But there were no answers. Vedasta did not argue. She came down the mountain, stood at its base, and whispered to the wind, "If the gods won't give their waters, then I shall become their water." And so, with one tear, she melted into the earth. A spring burst forth at Verinag, and from it a river was born, the Jhelum. She flowed through the valley, curling like a ribbon through fields and forests. She carried snow and memory, secrets and songs. She became the cradle of the land. Kings crossed her, saints prayed beside her, lovers sent messages in her current. And to this day, when the sun rests low and water shimmers gold, if you sit by the bank in silence, you might hear her whisper still, the river that remembered, Vitasta Jhelum. Hi guys, this is the episode 10 of the coloring book series, and the sketch captures a soulful view of the banks of the Jhelum River in Kashmir, with the grand Pir Panjal range and the river Kohimaran being a majestic backdrop. This scene blends the serenity of nature with deep-rooted cultural and geographical essence of the valley. I have executed it using sketch pens and watercolors. The artwork evokes both structure and emotion. It's a visual harmony between precision and fluidity. If you have purchased my coloring book, you too can make this scene come to life using sketch pens, watercolors, or whatever the materials you have, and however you wish to color it. I have used watercolors for the mountains. I have used cool purple and very light pastel blue for the sky, giving it the, the noontime or the daytime mood for this artwork. Then I have used reds and yellows and greens and blues for the valley, the houses of in the foreground. I have used dark greens and ochres for the mountains, and sorry, for the trees and for the shrubs around the river bank. For the Jhelum River, I have used earthy browns and warm ochres to paint the river, but that too also in watercolors. I have used the areas that are, that require a lot of coloring, a lot of washes, like the mountains and the river. Those I have done in watercolors. The sketch pens are highly saturated and are not suitable for these areas, and the valley that I want my focus to be on, that is painted in bright sketch pens. Rest you can see in this video how I filled every bit of this sketch with my colors, my paint brushes and sketch pens. Okay, just let me just share something about the Jhelum River. It's locally known as Veth. It's the lifeline of Kashmir Valley, and it's originating from Verinag Spring at the foot of Pir Panjal in Anantnag. It meanders gracefully through the valley before crossing into Pakistan. In ancient texts, Jhelum was referred to as Vitasta. I have told you a story in the beginning of this video. The Vedasta, one of the sacred rivers of the Vedas. Historically, it played a central role in trade, transport, and agriculture, especially during the Mughal era. The river connects key towns like Srinagar, Baramulla, and Sopore and is often mirrored in poetry, folklore, and visual arts. It's a cultural symbol, it represents resilience and tranquility of Kashmir. The mood of the sketch is a blend of nostalgia and serenity. The soft tones of watercolors and structured lines of sketch pens create a balance between fluidity and permanence, much like Jahlim itself, ever changing yet eternal. There's a sense of stillness in the scene, the kind you feel during early mornings or golden evenings when the river speaks not in words but in reflections. The distant Pir Panjal, steady and ancient, adds a backdrop of quiet majesty. It's a visual mood of peace, memory, and rooted belonging, as if the land and water are silently remembering a thousand untold stories. I hope you liked this video. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel.